when you guys understand the preciousness and the beauty of the Messiah, you know, how correct and right he is, how wonderful he is. Haile Selassie standing up to the fascists in Italy at the League of Nations, okay? And the fascists Italy backed to Adolf Hitler, and Adolf Hitler was financially backed by the people in the United States that used money and propaganda to mass murder Jewish people because they had false propaganda that they were the Christ killers, okay, through corporations that mass murder, because they work as a large group of people that follow the status quo, okay? So people that root for celebrities and superstars. It's the money that establishes the murderous status quo. People that cheer and yell and go show up for All Elite Wrestling and UFC and propaganda movies and professional sports. Okay, not the Messiah. Forgive debt and trespass and love one another, eternal faithful peace. I'm a voice howling in the wilderness, right? So you guys don't understand the magnitude of the Messiah. None of your lives fulfilled prophecy that you were going to be the one that stands up against the most overwhelming status quo, murderous, genocidal, egotistical, stroking odds in the history of the world and do what the others before you did to help deliver children from evil, of comparison and competing and fighting and the addiction to the false celebration of the ego, trapping the soul, okay, and the falseness of selfishness, right? So you guys don't understand the magnitude, the gorgeousness, the beauty, the strength, the courage of kindness of the Messiah, okay? Now, he won't do things when they're incorrect. He steps away from it, okay? They're very talented. Messiahs are very talented, okay? They can be more fun and entertaining than any comedian in the history of the world because they don't make jokes for money. They'll make you laugh, saving people from being murdered over money, okay? They don't sing and dance for money, okay? They sing and dance the praises of the messiahs that came before them and saved people from being murdered over egotistical sex cult conflict, okay? They have athletic talents and talents to protect people far better than snipers and Green Berets and Navy SEALs and all the assholes in Israel right now that they train to be hitmen and murderers to maintain the status quo for money, right? The Messiah is such a special and beautiful and important person. Okay, even though they take him and put him in a military manipulation zone and act like he doesn't exist, and the assholes come and mock him and say, he could run you over in the parking lot of the Best Boy if he didn't even exist. Right? And you'll never have sex with a super diva. Oh, darn. I will never have sex with an egotistical woman that won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer and the living word. I'm all right with that. I'm sure Jesus is all right with that. Muhammad's all right with that. Haile Selassie is all right with that. Judah Krishnamurti, all right with that. You guys good? Everybody's good? JT Suzuki, we're all right with that? No, never have sex with an egotistical woman that won't stand up for the living word so the children, to deny the children the living of the Lord's Prayer. I'm okay with that. I see all the women on TV that would rather make lots of money and be a sex icon rather than stand up for the Messiah so we can all live the Lord's Prayer for children for years to come. What a Earl wants, what a Earl needs, right? So I'm fine. Okay. I am perfectly fine. I am the most fine, beautiful man, okay, that I have ever had the privilege to know in the flesh, okay, and knowing myself. GT Suzuki passed away before I was born. Judah Krishnamurti, we never met. Okay, Haile Selassie was assassinated when I was a young man, when I was a little boy. Okay. So I never met someone like myself in the flesh to realize this man is unwavering. This man's courage and kindness and faith and strength exceeds all other people that seek public attention for egotistical expression. You know? So, Richard Branson lives in this town. He's never met me. He doesn't want to meet me. If I was him, I wouldn't want to meet me either. Okay? Clint Eastwood came to town. He didn't want to meet me. I wouldn't want to meet me either if I was him. I don't want to meet him. I don't want to meet Steven Seagal. Didn't want to meet Bruce Willis. Okay. Don't want to meet any of those people that come in town. I did meet Siakam Pascal. Okay. He was a nice kid. Okay. As courageous and kind and strong as myself? No, not at all. No. Everyone I've met, they're nice kids, but they don't have the courage to get up and do what I do. I know the reason why people don't do what I do is because they're still terrified of the abuse the military industry here can inflict on people. Because it's like you're doing all the right things, but nobody even knows you exist. Their technology knows I exist. All the billionaires in the world know I exist. The assholes of the Paris summits know I exist. And they are utterly pathetic compared to myself. And I didn't want it to be that way. When they first started talking to me in Sierra Vista, Arizona, I thought, you guys, just go out and do what is right, and you don't even have to pretend you can just act like I didn't exist, and I'll go off to the Gila and benefit from living the Lord's Prayer, enjoying my wife and kids without being manipulated, studied, and abused like we're animals in a zoo, and everything will be forgiven, okay? But the thing about it is this, okay? Celebrities and people that are the cause of celebrities, okay? Everybody is worthy of your love. Jesus said, love one another, okay? They're not worthy of forgiveness. Don't you ever forget that. You're only worthy of forgiveness when you forgive dead, trespass, and love one another in eternal faithful peace, okay? You're only worthy of forgiveness when you submit to faith in the glory of God. I don't need anybody's forgiveness. I don't have to ask for permission to be kind, faithful, courageous, and beautiful. And I don't have to ask for forgiveness by correcting all the demonic, selfish, sadistic people that try to deny my existence. Do you understand? You all owe Demi and Danny and Michelle's grandchildren an apology for being such fucking selfish pussy faces and dickheads, okay? You all owe Steffi and Amy and their kids an apology for coming into their houses with me and abusing those innocent women and those innocent kids. And me and Steffi and Amy could have had lots better lives if you weren't such fucking assholes, okay? Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do, right? So, what he was saying then is that the people then didn't have mass communications and couldn't see what they were doing wrong on an everyday basis to correct themselves with scientific methods that could help them be as perfect as Job and Jonah. Today, there's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse for your broken selfishness at all. Okay, so you're worthy of my love. You're just simply not worthy of my forgiveness. I certainly hope you'll be worthy of my forgiveness in the very near future, like tomorrow. But as far as my love, I'm perfect. You're not. Okay, as far as forgiveness, I don't need to ask your permission to be the Messiah. Okay. But you have to ask my forgiveness for denying what I have done for you. Do you understand? Okay, let's load this up. Okay? Get yourself together. Let's do this as soon as possible. And that should be by morning. If you can't do it by morning, then you just seal your pages in hell for another day. All right. Well, but you know I love you. I just simply can't forgive you.